What is going on, YouTube? Today is the day we are going to go through my top 10 Dokkan characters of all time. These are just characters that I've fallen in love with through years of playing the game. I have played the game since about a year and a half of it coming out on Global. And overall, these characters are just very meaningful to me. I used them tons when they came out. I've summoned on probably over 100 plus banners, and these 10 characters were just the ones that stood above the rest in terms of enjoyment while playing the game. I can't wait to show you the list. We got a couple honorable mentions as well. And speaking of honorable mentions, we're going to start off first with this Goku GT. When he came out with this full power Goku, I believe he was just super duper strong, worked really well with them. Really did enjoy using this character and really fell in love with them over time. I ran him on a bunch of teams back when 120% were still usable. This guy was amazing. I just pulled him a bunch, got him rainbowed, and he was super fun to use. Even when he easy A'd, he got that guards all attacks for the first return, so he was pretty strong when he easy A'd, and overall just a pretty strong and fun character to play with back in the day. Next, I'm following it up with this Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. He's another honorable mention. For him to have 80% damage reduction for the first 10 turns of his entry turn, this was unheard of back in the day. This guy was a trailblazer. He really just set the standard differently for Dokkan units. You would run this guy just be a defensive demon in Dokkan events like that Super Saiyan 3 Broly event back when that was hard, the Jiren event when that was hard, the Dokkan event. But this guy was just different. You really got a lot of utilization out of this guy if you had him, and he's honestly just incredible. Cannot wait for this guy Super Easy A. He's going to be phenomenal. Next, I got this Super Kaioken Super Saiyan Goku. This Goku, when he came out, dude, he was just super fun to use. He was super different for the game. There wasn't many characters like him. There wasn't many characters like that Pycon that came out with him either. That Pycon is obviously a very controversial character, being two different typings on JP and Global. But this Goku, this guy was fun. I really enjoyed this guy. I remember summoning for him when he came out. Overall, just an awesome unit, and he was great to use. Next, we got this free-to-play Gohan. I love this free-to-play Gohan. I don't know why. When this guy came out, bro, I grinded him the instant he came out. He was super fun. He was super good for a free-to-play character at the time. There were missions for, like, Planet Namek Saga that couldn't be done unless you had this guy. He really just offered a lot and was just a super fun character to get to play around with. Gohan is also just a beloved character of mine. You'll see another Gohan here later on the list, but he is definitely one of those staples in Dokkan history for me. First, we're coming in 10th place here. We got Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Not a lot of people may remember, and he is banned in a lot of events nowadays because of this nuking leader skill here. A lot of people remember this guy linked crazy good with this guy, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, year 2 anniversary character. They were crazy good link partners back in the day when, having link partners was like a rare thing to have. This guy overall was just really, really strong. Super duper big fan of this unit. Chance of turning into a grade 8. Obviously, recently just got a new character in this guy. His first part of his card. But this guy is just super duper fun. I loved this character so much. Linked super duper well with that Super Saiyan 4, like I said. And I think this guy is really fun and a legendary character in the scene for the 120% teams running him with Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Number 9, I got Super Saiyan 3 Goku Angel. Super Saiyan 3 is a little bit of a common theme in this list, but this guy back in the day was just different. If you had him rainbowed, you curb stomped 100% of the game 100% of the time. This guy is phenomenal. Even back before his easy A, let's pull this up here. Let's pull it. I can't pull it up right now, but this guy back in the day was phenomenal. He was just different, and I think it was a stun. His stun was just so good. Like, he was a must-have back in the day. Before categories came out, he was just the best character in the game for his time until that STR Super Saiyan 4 Goku came out. Just super duper love this unit. Every time I have ever, started a Dokkan account on like an iPad or something like that, I've just needed to get this guy. I think this guy is just, one of the best units of all time. I definitely say he's in the top 10, maybe top 15 actually. But that's a video for a different day. Just love this Super Saiyan 3 Goku with that super tech leader skill, 120%. Just overall great character. Next, we have a tie. We do have a tie. We have 2 ties on this list. Those 2 ties, one of them comes down to the OG AGL Goku Black Super Saiyan Rose and Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Vegito. This was the first big banner I ever summoned on. I remember when Physical Goku Black came out right before them. Those were 3 banners were the first ones I ever really got into this guy right here. Seeing this guy get a super easy is also huge. I almost included him in the list. I'd say he's probably like one off an honorable mention, but just a lot of love for these characters, man. Being one of those first big banners I really got into. I just got really fond memories of pulling the both of them and just being super excited. I was in 8th grade when these guys came out, and I'm a senior in college now. So hoping this guy here will get a super easy A at some point. Hoping this guy will get a super easy A here soon. But these characters are just all-time goats. I think they were just so good. They had that super class, key +4. This is the easy A one, but a damage reduction rate of 40% and counters. He was countering when he easy A'd. These guys are just legendary characters in the game, and honestly just should never be forgotten, and I cannot wait for their super easy A. Next, I got Gohan. I think fondly of this anniversary. I think this guy, for his time, was incredible. I think he was like one of the first characters to really stack defense. You were seeing this guy get up to like 250k defense, and that was incredible for the time. Because not a lot of hard hitting bosses in the game, and overall just a trailblazer for the stacking defense teams and community. This guy, leader of Kamehameha, great team nowadays. Can't wait for this guy to get a new unit, hopefully in part 2 of the 10th anniversary. We might find out tonight, actually. But this guy is just an all-time. Obviously, all anniversary leads are going to be all-time units. I think this guy is great. There's definitely no reason to hate on this guy. He did some magical things, except for his easy A, because his easy A sucked. But big fan of this character. Next, we got Vegito. Another headliner for an anniversary. This guy, he speaks for himself with his easy A, how good he was. When he came out, he was still that guy. All Vegitos that come out for an anniversary are that guy. Sorry, webcam was lagging, but this guy, obviously being an anniversary headliner, he's just a legendary character for his time. Him, along with the STR Gogeta, are still characters that I have to sometimes run in the game nowadays, and they're not terrible. Every Vegito anniversary or Gogeta anniversary characters are all going to be remembered very heavily. This was just the guy that I went for more, and another one of those tech demons that had came out and just really did a lot for the game. Next, I have the second tie of the video. We got this Goku, and we got this Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I had to tie them. They're both Super Saiyan 4s, they just both had that, they just had that thing about him. Like a year 2, and I think he was year 4? Year 4, this Goku was. He's the STR 120% lead. Like, that just says enough as it is. He was the year 2. I had phone alarms of when I was a freshman in high school, saying like, "Oh, wake up! You gotta get them Super Saiyan 4s. Get up, boy." This was back when we didn't know when the banners would drop. I had alarm set at like 10, 11 in the morning. I mean, that was early for me. But 10, 11 in the morning, waiting for these guys to come out over the summer. Just like peak, like childhood, early high school like moments for me. It was summoning with my friends for this guy, and I remember sitting in the car on my way to a soccer tournament when this guy came out, and just super duper fun characters. I mean, this guy's team, like I said, legendary. That STR 120% team is legendary. And this guy being a Goku family lead, this is like one of the all-time teams back in the day. It was this guy's team right here. You can't really say enough about some of these characters that like I cannot wait. When I started my new account, instant redstone on this guy. I cannot wait for his super easy A. I will be running this guy in every mission if I can. I love the year 2 anniversary Goku. Big fan of this guy. We're getting down in 4th place. I got Majin Vegeta. I got Majin Vegeta for one reason. He was my first ever LR. He was unique for his time. I mean, just looking at that, 21 of 5 different missions. That was different. This guy was just really unique. Super fun. I screamed when I pulled this guy back in the day. First ever LR. Seeing this little guy pop up and just like geeking when you saw his thing. Like, you remember the YouTube videos back in the day of 500 stone summon, 6 LR pulled, 6 LRs pulled, whatever. Just stuff like that. Like peak Dokkan. Like, oh, if we could go back to peak Dokkan like that, man, oh, I would trade my firstborn for it. That is some legendary stuff. I remember the Nano videos of Nano LR Genix, Rhyme style dual summons with Nano. Man, I saw a video from DeTruth like 7 years ago pop up. It was a live stream of like the Future Trunks banner, I think, or something like that. Like the STR one, maybe. And it was like 5 LRs pulled. And it was like, bro, that's so crazy. Because now the dude rainbows every character. He got a library of content. But like, that's what I mean. This guy's peak back in the day. Back in the day, you saw this guy. You were freaking out. I love this character. Being able to get him back when I did really meant a lot. 3rd place, we have Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. Back when I started playing, he was the first good character I ever got. You got this guy right here, and you knew you got to get his 11 key. And you were doing a lot of damage. His 11 key, its super attack was doing the most damage on the team. Was doing a lot. Massively raised its attack for 1 turn, and then these ones lowered defense, caused immense damage. But you really wanted to get that 11 key. I mean, even now with this super easy, you still want to get his 11 key. But this guy used to just be ahead of the game when it was his prime. Like before the 120s when this guy was a thing. He did damage. He walked the game for the most part, and this guy just has 1, 2, and 3 could all be 1. I could mix them in any way. They could all be 1. This guy is just to me a legendary character, one of the GOATs. Getting a super easy A meant so much to me. One of the GOATs. I love the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. He is probably anywhere between 1 to 3, depending on the day. 2nd place, we have Beast Gohan. Come on. It's Beast Gohan, man. Like, how could you not like Beast Gohan? This guy is the greatest character to ever release. Maybe. He might be. My 2nd place, maybe other people's first. My first, maybe other people's second. I don't know. But not a lot needs to be said about this Beast Gohan. Everybody knows Beast Gohan. Everybody has used Beast Gohan for the last year. Amazing character. He's one of the best characters to ever come out. But there's only one person that could be better than Beast Gohan. And that's AGL UI. AGL UI. This guy is... Oh, man. I remember summoning for this guy, and I just fell in love with him. He got that easy A. I fell in love with him more. He's the best character, I think, in Dokkan history. The longest living character in Dokkan history. He has been usable since the day he came out for the most part. I mean, it should say a lot that he has outlived this guy. This guy was a trailblazer for the time, and then this guy came out, and he's like, yikes. Like, he took over his spot. AGLUI, there's a reason he's the front of this thumbnail. This guy is just incredible. He is probably the GOAT. I would say he's probably the GOAT. Him and Beast, in terms of strongest in the game when they came out, I'm taking UI. The hype he had when he came out, with the Universal Survival Saga happening at the same time. This guy, Dokkan was doing numbers back in the day with this guy. And I am so happy that this guy is still good, still usable. I run this guy whenever I get a chance. Any team I get a chance to run him on. I love AGLUI. All-time character for me, definitely my number one. Well, what'd you guys think about the list? I do appreciate your guys' opinions. I hope that you guys are able to drop a comment, look at my description, follow my socials, and just check out the channel. See if there's maybe any other videos you guys might like. I might do a top 10 most hated Dokkan characters list following this one. I might not do it today. I might do it tomorrow. I might do it a different day. But there are definitely some characters on that list that are going to shake some heads, bro. People are not going to be happy. But what can I say? It's my top 10 list. If you got to hate on it, you got to hate on it. I love AGLUI. I love Beast Gohan. I love that Gotenks. If you got a problem with it, let me know in the comments below. If you got a differing opinion on some of these characters and you think that they were terrible, awesome. Let me know and I'll read it out. And I'll think about it. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thank you for watching the video and peace.